Live from somewhere, it's DJ Bonix on Go 95.3.
Live from somewhere. Currently, we are in outer space. That's how we start the show.
Okay.
Just so if you, what do you think about outer space? It's cool.
It's cool. I like the air up here.
All right. I got my cousin with me right now, all the way from Northeast, representing Boston. My man, cousin Stizz in the building. What up? What up?
Appreciate you, man.
We're here in it.
Here.
It's kind of wavy out here in outer
it's
space.
it's a little light.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So, live from somewhere means that you get to pick wherever in the whole entire planet you want to do this interview. And we can move it around later, but where's the first place that you want to go to?
Before we were in space, we were in Minnesota.
Okay.
And it was like 19 degrees.
It's pretty cold.
So I want to be in Aruba.
We go to Aruba?
Right,
all right, let's go to Aruba. Here, we got a high five. 1, 2. And we are here in
Let's
Aruba.
go.
It's feeling pretty good. You gotta have to
Feels
take
nice.
that jacket off
Yeah,
here.
you're right,
It feels
man.
nice.
I
It
got the
feels
mic.
nice.
Once I get the mic.
We're with my man cousin Stizz right now, and he is currently on tour with the OG Freddie Gibbs.
True.
And I know you got Freddie Gibbs on the album. Looking for my next thrill.
Trying to find my next
thrill. Sorry about it. There's a lot of words in that.
It's good, man.
Trying to find my next thrill. You got Freddie Gibbs on the album, and now you're touring with Freddie Gibbs. So what's that like, man? What's Freddie Gibbs like? Because he seems like a very unique person to go on tour.
He really
with.
is. He's a unique dude just in general, bro. He's one of the funniest people I know, which is crazy because, like, you don't get it from his music. Like, it's super serious.
Right.
But, like, when you actually get to know Freddie, dog, he's, like, one of the coolest cats ever. Like,
Yeah, did you guys get to perform your song on tour with him, or?
Well, we'll see.
You'll see?
Yeah, we'll see, man. It's still, today's the first show, so, like.
Oh, wait, today's the first show of the whole tour?
Show, yeah.
Wow.
So
well,
we'll see.
Back all the way in Minneapolis. The first show, it kicks off tonight with Freddie Gibbs. Unfortunately, Conway won't be at the show today because his flight didn't make it.
For real?
So do you know about Conway? Or
I do know about I listen to Griselda. I haven't met them yet. I haven't met him or Benny yet, or West Side Gun. Can't wait.
Right.
But I'm a big fan of their music, man. They're fire, bro. They talk that street talk, and that's the stuff I like. Yeah.
So this is pretty big. So I get to ask you questions about the tour even before it started, right? So what are you expecting? What are your goals on this tour? What are your affirmations? What are you are you just diving in? This isn't your first U.S. tour, right? No, of course not. So tell me, like, what you think is going to happen at this tour. What can we expect from this tour if people are about to see your shows?
Man, it's going to be fun. I guarantee that. It's going to be a lot of fun because I know I put on a good show. I've seen Freddie perform before. He puts on a really good show, too.
Right.
So I know it's going to be fun. I haven't seen Conway or Benny perform yet.
Right.
I'm excited for that. So I know there's going to be a lot of good raps.
Right.
Guarantee that. I'm going to be drunk. Guarantee that.
Hey, wait, what's Stizz's drink of choice, man? You dark liquor?
Yo, I dark liquor, right?
Okay.
But recently, I've been working on like a lot of music, new music recently, and I've just been drinking a lot of tequila.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Tequila's a turn up,
Yeah,
man. Is
man,
there a choice? You 1942?
Bro, some Siempre. This other whole
okay.
nother brand.
Okay.
Whole nother little secret
right,
brand called
right.
Siempre. Yo, Siempre. Y'all the ones, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Right here.
I put Smino. I didn't even put Smino on. I brought it to the studio,
Right.
And Smino was there. We had a session, and brought it to the studio. And I thought only I knew about this drink.
Right.
And I break it out, and then Smino
he's
starts like, yo, I've been looking for this.
Put me on to
You
Siempre
feel me?
right
So,
now.
yo, Siempre is the one, man.
Tell me about, do you have to drink before you perform? Does that just help you get the butterflies out, or
Yeah,
I know people who just don't drink or want to smoke at all before they perform.
I don't really smoke like too much before my performances, but like I'm a heavy smoker in general, but like I don't really smoke before my performances, so I guess that's why I drink a little bit to like try to like give myself something to calm down a little bit.
Let me ask you about the smoking though. So blunts, papers, what are you doing?
I'm a paper with a little bit of Fantone.
Okay, with the font. Hey, man.
A little bit of Fantone on the side, not just my whole wave, bro.
Yeah,
that's
I like the taste, so I'm not mad at you. So you could roll. Some rappers can't even roll papers. So.
Nah, bro. I don't like backwood, like how they make you feel all heavy and stuff.
Right. I mean, I just can't. I couldn't even imagine a tour bus with blunt guts everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's like, but I don't have a problem with it. I'll smoke backwards with my friends all day. That's how they roll.
You're an equal opportunity smoker.
Exactly, bro. I'll just pick it up and just whatever.
So you dropped the album this year. One more time.
Trying to find my next thrill.
Trying to find my next thrill. Can you explain that album title? It's really cool, and it's like an action title. You know what I mean?
It's like it came from a couple different places. Like my OG, it was like one of the ode to him. It was, and also like just the ode to like where I came from and like how I came up. You know, like even when I was young and just doing all the young boy shit you do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was always trying to find my like next inspiration, like just something to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? It was always about that, like just trying to keep myself going, trying to keep myself motivated to just wake up the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't a lot of hope where I was from. You know, so And then when I started making the music and stuff like that, it started feeling like I got to that point again. You know what I'm saying? It started feeling like that when I started working on the album. So I kind of just put it together like, man, this kind of feels like trying to find my next thrill.
Now let me ask you this. When you first started out, what is the point to where you're like, oh shit, people are responding to this? Like, what is that point to where you feel like, oh, you know, I'm getting some success right now? Because look, there's a lot of rappers out here, obviously, and they're trying to make it. And a lot of times they just put songs out. But like, what should artists be really? What should their goal to get people to respond? And when people started responding to you, was like, what was that moment? You know what I mean? Because I feel like when I started DJing, people were like, you're pretty good, and then you just started hearing that a lot, and then there was that moment, right?
Where you just kind of know.
Yeah, where you kind of know. What was that moment?
It happened kind of fast, actually. It was weird because, like, I didn't like, I always like, I just knew people around. Like, I knew a lot of people.
Right.
I think that was like where it really started.
Right.
It's like I just knew everybody in the city just from being like who I was.
Right.
And then when I started making music, it picked up really fast.
But that's important. That's an important part that people, and this is not necessarily everyone leads to success that way, but just knowing the culture in your city, being a part of it, getting people to know your work. Because there's a lot of people who just be writing raps in the room, and then they want you to play their song.
That's true.
But it's like, yo, being out there help. How much does that help?
Nah,
like,
it's true.
In
that's
the mix.
That's actually one of the biggest things, like, at the beginning for me, for sure, was just being outside and knowing people. Like, absolutely. And then, like, I put out the first song, and it generated, like, a lot of local buzz because I just knew a lot of people. Right. And then by my third song, Drake was playing it. And then that's when I knew.
So Drake was on that video playing at one of his parties, playing your joint.
His birthday party. And
so
I was just like...
were people like, yo, check this video out? Yep. And then did you go crazy or what happened?
Q was actually the first person to hit me about it.
Okay.
Q DM'd me. And he was like, yo, check this video. And then I watched it, and I was like, this is crazy. I woke my mom up. It was like 2 a.m. I woke my mom up, and we watched it like for like 15 minutes. And
so have you ever like met Drake, or did you ever?
Yeah, I just went to. I was at Drake's house a few months ago.
Like his real house.
Yeah,
in Toronto.
In Toronto.
Tell me about that. We're going to Drake's house, man.
Bro, it's not a game. It's for real, bro. Like, there's no way to exaggerate it. No joke. It's like it's crazy. It's a castle.
So wait, who invited you there?
Oh, we got the invite from Jazz. So Jazz got the invite from I don't know who.
Okay.
But I was at Jazz Cartier.
Okay.
Shout out Jazz. That's my brother. Toronto Prince. And yeah, man, it was just kind of one of those things. So
it was a party? It was a chill?
No, it was a party. He was throwing a full-on party.
Yo, tell me what a Drake party is like, man.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's really hard to explain, bro. Like, it was, everybody was there.
Right.
Like, literally. It was right after OVO Fest.
Okay.
So it was right after OVO Fest. So everybody who was at OVO Fest just went to Drake's house.
You can't bring your phones out, right? It's like...
No, I had my phone out. I was taking all types of videos. I was taking all types of videos. So, like, yeah, it was crazy, bro.
So was there food and drink? I need to hear the details about food and drink.
The man's crib is crazy. It's really hard to explain it because it's like people would think I'm trying to bullshit and like exaggerate how crazy it is. Right. But it's not, bro. Like, like the kitchen island. Yeah. His kitchen island probably sits like 125. Oh my God. Not even a joke either. Like probably like 125.
Just like straight imported,
like you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like he had a room in there. He had a room. It was crazy. It was like it was nice. It was like all mirrors, and it was like a purple lighting in there, like a pinkish purple lighting. Right. But nobody could walk in it. He just had security guards. Weird. To be just like, it was a nice room.
Shit.
Yeah, it was a nice room, but you was like, as soon as you try to walk in, be like, yeah.
So what kind of snacks were in there, man? So
hella drinks.
Hella drinks.
I don't know about snacks. I didn't make it to the snacks. It was hella drinks, full bar. You feel me? It was going crazy.
Was Future there? You saw what's up?
I didn't see Future. Yeah. I saw Popcorn was in there.
Okay.
Tiger was in there. YG was in there. Everybody was really in there. Meg was in there. Chris Brown was in there. Lil Baby was in there. Damn. Dog, everybody was in there.
So you were at Drake's house. That's right. I've been to Chris Brown's house once before, so I could say that it was like a big kid. You know, he had like a bunch of toys. Karuchi was hanging out. That was interesting.
Bro. Now,
but going to Drake's house, cool. He got the basketball court in there, right?
That's where I met him. I met him on the half court. Wow. It was a moment, bro.
Did he recognize you and shit?
Yeah, bro. It was crazy. Like, he gave me, like, a big hug like we knew each other. And that was, like, one of those things, like, it kind of, like, it closed a chapter for me. Like, because that was, like, what kind of, like, spring started my career. Right. And then, like, I knew I was coming out with the album, probably, 2 weeks after that. You feel me? So, like, And I met him, and then you feel me, he gave me like the yo Stizz, like dog, boom, give me the big hug, everything. You feel me? He gave me a little chat, and then I was like, yo, that was like I closed the chapter on that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and then
good. That's
now
good,
we move
man.
on.
So wait, so we heard that over the weekend Drake got booed at Camp Flogna. Can we give a cousin Stizz like breakdown on why people would be booing, or if what you thought maybe if they weren't satisfied, or do you think that this cancel culture's getting out of control? I know Tyler was kind of like, yo, y'all did like mob mentality at this thing.
I think it was corny.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like who am I? But I think it was corny. You feel me? I'm not into like, I don't know, bro. He does a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like anybody who, I'm saying this as an artist.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to be booed. You feel me? Especially if I'm like, if I'm giving my time up and I really appreciate my fans. I know he appreciates his fans. And I know like that you feel away as an artist. You feel me? So like I don't like that.
How would you handle it? So say you have to show.
I think he handled it really well.
Handled it
bro.
right,
he handled it like a pro. He really did. I don't know how I would have handled it. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how I would have handled it. I hope I don't have to feel one of those situations, man, for real.
No booze for Stizz.
Please, man, please don't.
So, you know, what I think about you, you're from Boston.
Yes, sir.
And I talked to Mr. Peter Parker about this, is that there necessarily hasn't been someone from Boston. And Boston is just like a great hip-hop city, right? Mm-hmm. Boston, I mean, there's legends come out of there, but Boston really hasn't had that MC to take it worldwide. Why is that, you think?
Bro, I think there's like...
Too close to New York or what? What are we doing?
Nah, it's not even that. I think it's a bunch of different reasons, bro. Like, I think there's a bunch of different reasons why Boston never got to that point.
Right.
I feel like infrastructure is a big part. I feel like that's one of the biggest parts. We never really had an infrastructure in the city at all based for music.
Right.
You know, it's always been about, it's an education town. You know what I'm saying? It's a school town.
Okay.
It's, you know, that's just what it is. It's a school town. Like there's most.
So you got to take what you learn there, and then you got to go break out.
That's. I guess that was like the mentality for a while. You know what I'm saying? I think where we and me and my friends we did our own thing. We did it different. We just started buying out the venues ourselves.
Right.
And just did our own shows.
Making your own spectacle, right?
Yeah, literally. That's literally how we did it every single time. We just bought the venue out and just curated our own shows, and then the rest happened how it happened.
So for any up-and-coming artists who, you know, maybe in Minneapolis or anywhere across the U.S. or the world, can you give them some like really good advice for upcoming artists on anything? Well, the first thing that comes to mind for some advice.
Work hard. I think that's the biggest thing. I know it's cliche as hell to say, but like, yo, for real, work is gonna take you farther than talent ever will. I think that consistency. I think being outside, like we said, you don't have to be mixy, you know what I'm saying, but being outside, making sure people know you're alive, you know, showing face, you know what I'm saying. It goes a long way. People want to be invested in you if they feel like they can connect with you, you know what I'm saying. What else? The team, you got a good team. Team is important. Yeah. I got lucky. My team is literally all my friends I grew up with, so like I got lucky. But team is super important, man. That is one of the things that is gonna carry you everywhere. Is how strong your team is how strong you are. For real. That is how it just goes. So yeah, your team is super important. I got lucky because like my friends who I was just getting drunk with and stuff, we just all kind of made the transition over. And
it's good that your friends made the crossover, because sometimes friends don't become responsible.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
If your friend, but that's another thing. If you working hard, bro, if you're motivated and your people around you see that you're like motivated and you want to go hard,
they're gonna help you win.
They want to win too. You feel me? You're gonna want to win. You're gonna want to pull your weight, man.
Celebrate your success.
Absolutely, man.
So it's getting kind of warm here in Aruba. I would like to take it back to somewhere in Boston that is a special place for you. And we'll go there real quick, and I'll ask you like one or two more questions. So somewhere in Boston, like that, if you could just take everywhere in the world, like you're speaking to everyone, like this is that place in Boston, and I want you to take us there right now. Where are we going? You know, it could be the old club, could be, you know, the Middle East, or it could be, where are we going?
I would say Phil's Corner. I think I'm where am I going?
Where are we going? So maybe your favorite food spot?
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking food spots too.
Okay.
We're taking it to Tasty Eden.
Tasty Eden?
Tasty Eden.
All right, here we go. Let's take it to Tasty Eden. Tell me about Tasty Eden in Boston.
Tasty Eden is one of the best West Indian restaurants out here. Like, not even in Boston, just out here in general, bro.
What should we get at this spot?
All right, well, I get a curry goat, but with mac and cheese, right? And I put the curry sauce. Always make sure you tell them to put the curry sauce on the mac and cheese as well.
Ooh,
that's how you get real
that's some next
crazy
level integration.
And then you go get a grape nut ice cream on the side for your dessert. Come on, bro, and you straight. You straight.
There it is. You heard it.
And you get and then you get a fruit cola for your beverage, and then you're set, bro. That's your
What's
whole
this place
meal.
called?
Tasty Eating.
Tasty Eating, right here.
Tasty
Eating.
I love y'all, man.
Because
Y'all the best.
loves you. All right, last but not least, you told me something before we started this interview that your first concert ever happened to be one that I was playing with Wiz Khalifa.
True, man.
Can you tell me about that experience? And I remember meeting you for the first time. You were like, Wiz is one of my favorite rappers. So,
ever.
You know, just watching Wiz as an OG for him and then becoming a part of his journey and then still being a part of it. You know, I like to hear how, because I know that there's a lot of cats that were raised on Wiz, and a lot of the ones that are big now that won't admit it, you know who you are. Tell me about that, man.
No, I'm for sure one of those kids, bro. Like, for sure one of those kids. Like, me and, like, a lot of my friends, like we were, like, those kids in, like, I feel like 08 for, like, Star Power.
Right.
Like, Ink My Whole Body. And, like, I remember, like, that whole
Giuliano.
era. That whole era, bro. Johnny and Julie, like, the whole era.
Right.
I remember that whole era, like it was yesterday.
Right.
Because that's what, like, no jokes, like those day-to-days and everything, that's what like made me want to really go hard with rap. Like that was the thing. Like
it's cool because people will stop me, like, you know, wherever we are in different parts of the world. Like, I grew up watching you. And to me, I'm like, that's crazy because I'm still, you know.
Nah, it's serious, bro. Like, nah, that thing was like, y'all don't understand, like, what, because I'm telling y'all as a kid, from a kid perspective, watching it, like, yo, like, that was like a really inspiring, like, that content was necessary.
Right. And I love that content too because you never really caught Wiz talking to the camera in a way that was like, yeah, we out here.
Never,
it was
bro.
just always his
so
life. It was just his life, right?
Bro, I don't know how he did it so seamless because everybody tries to do blogs and stuff, and it's just not. It was really good. Who was to shoot those?
The first one was Palladino.
Palladino.
Yeah, Bill Palladino.
Yep, Bill Palladino. Yep. All right, man. The Wake and Bacon tour.
Yes. So you were at the Wake and Bacon tour. Oh wait, so you saw the show where Wiz got chased off the stage.
At City Hall.
Tell them that story real quick.
All right, I was standing on the. I was really in the back, but I was standing on like that little tube in the back, and I remember this because this is my first concert ever.
Right.
And I don't even know how I ended up going there. I'm pretty sure
it was free.
I skipped it. I skipped it. No, I'm talking about like getting down there. I'm pretty sure I hopped the train that day, went down there. Like with a bunch of my boys went down there with Corey, RP Flea, went down there with Flea. Damn, yo, cause that was our boy. Like me and my brother Flea, RP my brother, bro. That was our guy. Like you feel me? So like we used to like really listen to that. Like life's good, so I'm feeling great. You feel me? So we were singing that the whole way down. You feel me?
Right.
We seen it and then we saw the show. It was crazy, bro. It was everything we wanted it to be because that was our guy. That was both of our first concerts. Like a lot of my friends.
Do you remember the ATL freestyle? How far can you go?
Bro, I could do the whole thing. I don't want to start geeking out like that. But I get like, bro. Like I could do the whole thing, not even thinking about it. Like like we used to recite that. That. Yeah. Wow. Appreciate y'all, man.
We appreciate y'all.
Not for real, bro. That was like, for real.
It's wild because hip hop is young but old enough that I have a hard time even because I feel like I'm still in it or proving myself to a certain degree that we were that Pittsburgh era Mac Miller Wiz,
it was crazy.
That was a huge part.
R.I.P. Mac, man.
I mean, it really just took that was that whole era of like Freshman 10 and who was really gonna survive those and Kendrick and Cole early like I wasn't even a big Cole fan in the early days. Now I love Cole.
It's crazy, yeah, man.
But hip hop really just blasted off from that little moment. So, and it's good to see, dude, just that, if you haven't checked out Stizz yet, I mean, you got joints with City Girls, with Smino, and with Freddie Gibbs. And I just think just mentioning those three alone just shows you your range and your place in hip hop, which is great, man. And I said this to you before we started the interview, but I like your place because you're going to be here for a while.
Oh, thanks,
And this man can rap. So
thanks,
if you have
man.
a chance to see him on this tour with Freddie Gibbs and Conway, make sure you see my guy, Cousin Stizz. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Sharing the places you love to eat.
Absolutely. Tasty eating.
Live from somewhere, DJ Bonix with my man, Cousin Stizz.
My boy.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
My man.